You remember that while Bullwinkle was hypnotized, he named all of the ingredients of a secret rocket fuel. He had already bored Rocky and the two spies into a sound slumber, but there were still two witnesses to hear him, the Moon Men. Their reaction was quick and to the point. They scrooched Bullwinkle and started off to the moon with him. When Boris saw what was happening, he managed to turn their attention to Rocky while he made off with a moose. When Bullwinkle recovered, he was in a new laboratory with a new assistant who looked remarkably like Boris Badenov and who wore a hearing aid that broadcast directly to a nest of spies in a foreign country. Not only that, but the spies had a laboratory set up to duplicate Bullwinkle's every move.
You receiving, okay?
Okay.
Turn on speaker.
Let's see now. 2 cups of flour.
Got that?
Got it.
A pound of kumquats.
Got it?
Right, Chief.
Shh. Listen.
And now a hatful of vanilla to give it character.
You sure this is chemical experiment?
Well, sure, why?
Sounds more like girls' cooking class.
Uh-oh, he's a smart one. Well, Bullwinkle, what do you do now?
Bullwinkle was a mite embarrassed by not knowing the scientific names of anything until he spotted a chemistry dictionary on a shelf. Quickly, he opened it.
Well, how's this now? 3 ounces of methylene bromide and a cube of diphenylphosphate.
That's better. You getting all this?
And now a dozen benzochlorines.
Benzochlorines? But
Quiet. Do as he says.
Now we'll just pop it into a hot oven for about an hour.
pop it into... No, not that.
We must follow his directions exactly. Pop it in.
So, obeying Bullwinkle's instructions, the spies put their mixture into the oven. As a result, their laboratory instantly disappeared, while the only result in Bullwinkle's lab was...
Oh, darn. Just another mess of chocolate pan dowdy.
Hello? You receiving me? Hello, fearless leader. Funny they don't answer.
But while Bullwinkle didn't think much of his latest effort, it was doing him a lot of good, for its fragrant aroma drifted out of the window and down the hill and eventually reached the sensitive nose of his best friend.
Hey, smell that?
Smell what?
That delicious aroma.
I don't smell anything.
Cloyd, we don't have noses.
Oh, I forgot for a minute.
But I do, and I'm going to follow it right to Bullwinkle.
And so, over every obstacle, Rocky followed the smell of Bullwinkle's chocolate pan dowdy. It took him right to the house on the hill, but he didn't approach unobserved.
Curses! Is that nosy squirrel? I must work fast.
And Boris did work fast, for when Rocky reached the house...
Gee whiz, looks like I was expected. Do not turn back. Go on instead. Your friend the moose is just ahead. Boris shave. 10 feet to moose. Too far. Go back 5 feet. Stand here. Pull rope.
But when Rocky pulled the rope, a trap door opened under him and the plucky squirrel dropped from sight.
See? It pays to advertise.
Don't miss our next episode, Rocky's Dilemma, or A Squirrel in a Stew.